Hi, this is BB. It's Wednesday. It's Thursday actually. About 10:30. And I tell you, they're really bad today. They have you on a go around. It's always like a go around, go around. I think the Mexican guy next door was the one who came up with this, and it's been tweaked along the way. Because it's like it's several sets of people with the neural linking. Then they have this go around, and I'm telling you, I wish that I had the ability to turn this around on them. Except two places. I know my grandma's money, the proceeds from her stamps, is funding this group of people. It's funding them. Somebody somewhere is getting paid. And they're getting paid handsomely. These people have one goal. Now, you just don't isolate someone, anybody, random person, a whole group of people, and mess with them, fuck with them till you kill them using neural linking. Pelting insults at someone is bad enough. That's not going to satisfy you after a while. After see the person broken emotionally, crying, sobbing, low self-esteem, wanting to just disappear under a floor mat or a floorboard. That's not going to be enough. You do the math. You are a human being. You've been a human being all your life. You understand to a certain extent how people work. That's not going to be enough. These people are climbing in our homes. They're gassing us. They're poisoning us to keep us in a state of chaos and confusion. In my case, this is not for military or the government. In my case, it's because of my inheritance that this is happening. I did the research, and I know those stamps are valuable. And the home that my grandfather was staying was mistreating him. Now, this neural linking is providing access to your thoughts, your memories, and I believe that that is a problem with here. I believe that is a big problem in this whole fucking thing. That is a big problem in this thing. Threats all day long. All day long. All fucking day long. This is what Kanapka... I need Zachary Kanapka to come back and take responsibility for what he said. If you are an honorable man, Zachary Kanapka, you will come back and take responsibility for what you said and get your tripes off my back. You knew one of these women from way back. You need to take responsibility and open your mouth and help me here and help the fucking US government put these bastards away. Because I am tired of being threatened all day long. Not only that, they're breaking in my home. I have cuts in places. I'm sure if they look closely, they will find holes in places that shouldn't be there. There's shit in the back of my neck. I can smell it sometimes. You ever turn your head and you smell shit? Like if they're injecting bits of shit in the back of your fucking neck and then telling you your head stinks. Yes, as God above me on Judgment Day, yes, they tell me this. And your head stink like shit. I'm not the only one. There's a woman named Crystal back in Oklahoma. They did the same thing to her. The woman was cleaning and she couldn't find the shit. I don't know if they had it under her floorboard or they did the same thing to her. And then telling her head stunk because they put shit in it. It's code. It's code. Your head stink, they put shit in your head. Literal bits of shit they inject in your head while you're sleeping. No matter how much spirituality is involved here, you need a physical person to literally put shit in somebody's head. My navel was bleeding. All kinds of things are happening to me. It's not just stress. Even if it was just stress, they are causing it. There's nothing I can do. Work. Yesterday, I'm on my job. I work for this place called Shift Off. If they pay like $15 to $17 an hour, for me, that's a lot of money right now. It's not, but it is when you're struggling the way I am. I can't do a lot of physical activities anymore because my body's constantly hurting so fucking bad. I sit here and I feel like my chest is swelling. Suddenly it swells and then it goes down. Suddenly it swells and then it goes down. Suddenly it swells. Now one of them is threatening me that it'll stay that way permanently. It's a little blonde man with long hair who thinks that he stole money. Now he owns things. I wish I had a piece of wood. His mama wouldn't recognize him. I swear to you, it wouldn't. His mama wouldn't recognize him. If I had a piece of wood, a piece of board, and he came in my environment, I wouldn't stop fucking pounding it. I promise you. I wouldn't stop pounding it, because that's not a man anymore, if he ever was. I said this before, he's a male, he has a male appendage. Men, they are not. They are not. These are not men. These are like big boys playing, toying with a woman. Which man you know will do that to someone? These are not men. These are boys. But the thing is, Zachary Kanapka needs to come back and take responsibility. He needs to come and say what he did and get some kind of fucking help. These people broke his fucking marriage up. And I'll tell you why I think it happened. The woman, one time back in 2008, I was working out in a gym in Oakland, California. And this woman came up to me, an Asian woman, beautiful, young. I was younger then too. And she came up to me and said she's going to visit her sister in New York. Her sister wanted her to go live in New York. Just come there and live with her and get, work there with her because her sister was probably concerned about her. And she was like, she wanted me to go with her. Like suddenly she was just drawn to me. Now, if she wasn't part of a gang stalking ring, then she was just drawn to me. She was just drawn to me. I don't know if I know her name, but if they check the records, if this goes to court, they'll find that maybe it was the same person. And she waited for me, and I actually felt so confused. I actually went out the door the other way, and I left her waiting because she was going to drop me home. And I didn't. I don't know if it was an instinct or I just felt overwhelmed by the whole thing. Because I'd never been, had somebody approach me and be that, was just so helpful because she was going to drop me home because I don't know how to drive. The BART station, the train station, was just a block away. And I went down and I went home. And when I saw his wife, Zachary's wife, she looked like her. So I don't know if this is a continuation. I don't know what this is. I don't know if she was being paid to do this or it's just a coincidence. I have no idea. Whatever this is, these people are just nasty, mean, and ugly. There's no spirituality. I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to find coincidences. I don't know what they're trying to do. Go back to Adam and Eve. We all came from Adam and Eve. They were put in a garden. They messed up. They got put out the garden. Do the math. You're in a shithole until Armageddon comes. You got to deal with it. What they're trying to do is useless. I don't know. I think they're just thieves, but they just have so much fucking time on their hands and they're misusing the time. As well as misusing my fucking inheritance. Because somebody is paying these fuckers somewhere. Someone is paying them. Whatever this is, Zachary Kanapka needs to come forth and tell me what the fuck is going on. He was the one who told me that these people are threatening people all the time. They're threatening people. He was the one who told me that he was angry actually when he was hearing that the people next door, how the woman I was trying to help or I was focused on, that I thought was in danger, was speaking badly about me. He said you wouldn't believe because it made him angry when he heard it. He thought there was an investigation going on. He thought he was communicating with an FBI agent that he trained. Now, I don't know how this part goes. He thought he was communicating with an FBI agent named Justin. And had me texting this person, I thought it was him, but then I was wondering, why would a fucking FBI agent be texting me? If these people are hacking, why would he be texting me? If it's just to veer me in a different direction or veer them in a different direction, I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know the sting really. That's where I get confused because Kanaka seemed genuine, but now I'm not so sure. Whatever the case might be, is I need somebody to take responsibility for what they've done. But these men are not going to do that. These men enjoy tearing a woman apart. This is what the whole fun game is. These men have never really been men. They've never really been anything more. Yes, they'll have sex with a woman and make a baby. That's it. That's what they think makes them a man. To have sex with a woman. Responsibility-wise, no, they don't. Get you an opportunity to do evil, come and they'll grab it with both hands. That's not a man. A man every day is faced with choices to do right or wrong, and he makes the choices when nobody is looking. He makes the right one. They will never do that. After 4 years of this, at some point they could have stopped fucking with me. They did not. That's the worth of these men. And these men are trying to put me in the ground. They're trying to put me in the ground and put other people in the ground as well. You see the uselessness in these people. You see the uselessness in them. They don't care. They don't want to care. I don't think they ever did. The more money is, the more they're afraid of the backlash from us. So they want to put us in the ground. The more things that they neurally link and they scrape out of our head is the more they feel like we will remember, or God is somehow going to turn this around on them. Because if we have a destiny for Him to fulfill, for Him something to do, it's just maybe one word to the right person, one thought or idea to the right person. Because He did say, you will prophesy, your sons and your daughters will prophesy. Nothing to do with fortune telling here. Nothing to do with fortune telling, because He knew this was going to happen sooner or later. He knew this was going to happen. He knew this was going to happen. Maybe it's a chain of command for a group of people to do His bidding. And they are trying to intervene with it. I have no idea. They don't care. They will spin any bullshit to get anything done. Now, one of them is trying to predict what I'm saying. The same little blonde one. A little rusty blonde man. If I tell you, right here, his mama wouldn't recognize him. Because there won't be much left of him. And I will feel actually I've done something good for the world. They'll lock me up for the rest of my life. And I'll probably die in prison. Yes, he's right. I'll probably die in prison. And that's okay. I'll be okay with that. I won't have to inhale gases. I won't have to inhale chlorine. I won't have to be tormented day and night. I won't have to be tormented day and night. This man is tripe. You know what guts is? What chittling is? He's tripe. He's useless tripe. I've made an enemy. Now I've made an enemy.